Hi Neha, hi Mita, good morning. Sorry, good evening. I'm sorry.
Happy evening, Neha. Happy evening, Sourav.
Am I audible?
Now you are audible.
I think we need to start messaging people.
Goal takers are missing.
Mita ma'am, can you please open the agenda and tell me the role takers' names? I will send the
Yes.
message.
Shah, I am here. Presiding officer is ready. TMOD Mukund Joshi. Uh,
Okay,
Sheena Chaudhary.
okay.
TTM Sumit Sethia. He will be joining at 8 o'clock. His message in the Tuesday group. Timer Ankur.
1 second. 1 second, ma'am. Yeah, Sumit Sethia. Then after that, who?
Ankur, I'm just calling.
Okay. And no, you first tell me the names. Ankur and
Rahul.
Rahul.
Rahul Swami.
Rahul Swami is not there in the group, I'm seeing.
Our counter.
Rahul Swami, what is the name? Account.
Sergeant or PO. Now Grammarian is here. Speaker is here. We need TMOD Mukund Joshi. GE Sheena Chaudhary. TTM Sumit Sethia. Timer Ankur Vishwakarma. Our counter Rahul Swami. Grammarian is ready. Listener Arjun Murmu. TTE-Joane Joseph. Speaker, one more is there. Roshni Banerjee has to join. And evaluators are also. Smruti has to join. I'm calling everyone, trying to reach out.
No, calling is fine. I wanted to put the names. So, Joane Joseph, Arjun Murmu, and Smruti Mohanty.
Smruti as evaluator. 2. Ankur Vishwakarma timer.
Joane Joseph, Arjun Murmu, and
Rahul Swami as our counter. Ankur as a timer. G is Sheena Chaudhary. Yes, Smruti is joined. So our evaluator both are ready. Both evaluators there. One speaker is there, one more Roshni Banerjee. Yes, join immediately. Meeting started. Oh. 2 minutes है अभी jaldi. We have to do roll check, no? Please join.
Who's this?
Ankur. Hello, where are you? Hello, ma'am. I'm joining. It's time up. Yeah, please.
Yeah, there's a message from Ankur and Mukund to let them in the room. I think they are waiting. They are in the waiting room.
Yes, I've admitted them. Okay. Smruti, I'm making you the co-host.
Sure.
Hi Sourav, hi Sunil, hi Mita ma'am.
Hello, happy evening to one and all.
Good evening, good evening.
I just called, Roshni is not picking.
Mita ma'am, what happened to Srihari? Never seen him in meetings for a long time. Do you know?
No.
He will come. He's got some. So we are in talks with them. So he's going to come.
Oh,
2 minutes more to go. POSA, PO, TMOD, G. Sheena, just rename yourself.
Yeah.
Put G before the name. G, TTM. Who's the TTM? Sumit.
Sethia.
Sumit will join at 8, she said. And who's the TTE-Joane Joseph? Okay, I think Joan can also join a little later. That's okay. TTM, TTE done. Acha, now the two speakers, speaker 1, speaker 2. Speaker 2 is not here yet. You have dropped a message, right? I have also dropped a message. And okay, so speaker 2 is this one. Okay. TAGL team, what is the show? Okay, it's already 7:30. Let's start. Mita ma'am.
Happy evening, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A warm welcome to the meeting number 76 of the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. I am Toastmaster Mita Shah, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I am sure you are as excited as I am. The meeting will be blocked for 2 hours and you are expected to stay for the entire duration. Before we start the meeting, I want to highlight some key points. Your video should be on and the audio be off. Audio should be on only when you are called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topics of politics, religion, and sex, even though Toastmaster International does not put any restrictions on speaking on these topics, at the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club, we request all the speakers and role takers to be mindful and responsible and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Also, urge you to be cognizant of the fact that we as a club practice diversity and inclusion in letter and spirit, hence ensuring there is no racist, sexist, or any such undertones that create hostility and discomfort for members or guests. Let me call upon the presiding officer for today's meeting. He is a winner of 2 DTM awards and has completed 11 paths in Toastmasters pathways. He has been a president's distinguished division director, a distinguished area director in the past. Outside the Toastmasters, he has played several leadership roles in Fortune 500 companies, startups, and non-profits. Currently, he is building his own edutech startup, Practive. He which he founded in June 2020. Currently, he is the president of the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. Let's welcome with a huge round of applause distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. The virtual stage is yours. Over to you.
Thank you so much, our Sergeant at Arms, that is a Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Mita Shah, the president of the Gabbys International Toastmaster Club. And a warm welcome to all the guests and all the visiting Toastmasters and Toastmasters members of the Gabbys, the distinguished Toastmasters, to the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club. I hereby call the meeting to order. I see there is one guest, Niharika. Are you a guest or a Toastmaster?
PM Sourav Dutta. I was a Toastmaster, but today I have joined as a guest.
Okay, you were a Toastmaster. So, okay, tell us a little bit about yourself. A quick
Yeah.
introduction.
I was part of PSN Toastmasters Club. I think now it has been renamed as Sigihalli Toastmasters Club. I'm still not sure. But then just because of the house movement and some personal stuffs, again, those are all I know what you say as just some reasonings. But then I could not continue the Toastmaster journey. But then I think now I'm back on track, so I'll be able to join without giving any reasons on why I'm not able to join so and so classes or the sessions. So today I'm here to just attend as a guest to understand if the Gabbys Club timing would work for me. I just wanted to, I know that, all the advantages of being part of such a prestigious club. I just wanted to explore if my time schedules are matching and if I'm able to be, commit myself to join this club. So that with that intent, I have joined here.
Thank you so much, Niharika. Thank you for joining PSN Toastmasters Club. I know very well. I've been involved in the demo meetings of the PSN Toastmasters Club, and also DTM Nancy Goel also. I think she was also involved in the chartering of your club. So yes, we have got some history with your club. Lovely to have you here in the meeting. And the Gabbys timings will definitely work for everyone because we have got 3 meetings every week. We meet on Tuesday evenings, Thursday evenings, and Saturday mornings. So definitely one of the timings will definitely suit you, but there's no pressure to join the Gabbys as long as you're coming back to Toastmasters. And Toastmasters is a wonderful place to come back to every time that you feel that you're ready to restart your speaking journey. Thank you so much for joining, Niharika. I see another guest here, which is Swami Raghavendra. Swami. Yes. You are on mute. And I know Raghavendra, we have met at 91 Street Road.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
joined. I came to as a guest, 91's at last 2 weeks back, and
Right.
right now I just checking that whether I can able to fit into this environment and I can able to express my views on a way of communication to sync up with this Gabbys. And I am located in Bangalore, and currently, yeah, this is all about myself.
Thank you so much, Raghavendra.
Yeah.
And looking forward to having you in more and more number of meetings. And
Sure.
I see Rajmohan T. Rajmohan is a Toastmaster. I can see that he is from IBCT Toastmasters Club. Rajmohan, a very quick 30 seconds intro about yourself. Yes, there you
Yeah,
are.
so hello, Saurabh. Thank you. So thank you for the timing. And it's one of my favorite clubs, Gabbys. I would
Thank-
love to regularly come and join here, but no, unfortunate that some of the time I work in night shift, so would love to join. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much. And this is all music to our ears. Keep spreading the love, keep inspiring us, keep motivating us with these kind words. Nandita C is someone that I see joining us. Nandita, are you a Toastmaster or a guest?
Hi, Sarum. Yes, I'm a Toastmaster. I'm Toastmaster for Raku. I'm from Raku Toastmasters. So,
Rakuten, Raku
yes,
Toastmaster.
yes,
Rakuten's club,
yes,
right?
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Been
I'm
to your
from.
club also. Yes. It's a
Oh,
small
you have
world.
been to our company.
Yeah, I have been to
Oh,
your
nice. Yeah.
I've been to your club many times. And I think in very early days when you were chartering your club. I've actually been to your company as well, Rakuten. You're a Japanese company, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yes, Japanese e-commerce company.
Right, right. Lovely. Nice to have you here, Nandita. Thank you so much for joining our meeting. And do we have any other guest? Our guest, we have the rest of the guests are a speaker. So we have Sheena Chaudhary. She's a guest, and I can see, but her introduction will come later. Only one thing I'll tell you: Sheena is a fantastic dancer, and she's an even better dance teacher. So you can be in touch with Sheena for learning dancing as well. And then we have got Bala. Bala is a visiting Toastmaster. Bala loves table topics. Table topics love Bala, and I'm sure Bala is keen on doing a table topic today as well. There he is. He's the only person I've seen religiously. He will stand and take a table topic. His enthusiasm and his energy after a full day of work, it's extremely contagious. Thank you so much, Bala, for joining. And Sheena says she will be on video soon. Maybe we can also get to see a couple of moves from her, something that I would definitely look forward to. Sheena is a fantastic dancer, as I said. And then Roshni Banerjee, who is a speaker. So that's pretty much in terms of Prasad Kumare. Prasad, again, is someone who is, but I think Prasad is now a member, right? If I'm not wrong. Okay, I'm so sorry. Prasad is now a member. So he just joined us very recently. So that's it from the brief introduction of all the guests and the Toastmasters. Let me now quickly move on with the meeting. And today's theme is about initiatives. And we are all here because of one initiative. And that initiative was taken by a gentleman called Dr. Ralph C. Smetley almost 100 years back. And that's why you see that logo behind so many of us there, 100 years, an initiative that is 100 years old, and an initiative which we are still keeping alive by the initiatives that we take every day or the every week, right? And I would say rather every day, when our PPs get together, they call you up, they get the role takers, then the initiatives that we take every week when we come here and do the meetings. So the entire Toastmasters movement is nothing but so many initiatives by so many people on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. There are mentors who are taking an initiative to make you a better speaker by coaching you on the speaking. There are club officers who are speaking to you and convincing you and motivating you to be a member, the VP memberships. So I think there is no better place to talk about initiatives than probably Toastmasters, because Toastmasters is one of the places where you take initiatives not because someone forces you to take initiatives, but you believe in those initiatives. And for talking about this, we have got a wonderful person with us. I met first this gentleman in a club which is known for one of the most iconic clubs of our district, the Smedley Speaker Society. He was at that point of time the president of the Smedley Speaker Society, and he had taken an initiative of doing hybrid meetings at Smedley. And Smedley was a club which basically always had more of an in-person attendance. So he took the initiative of bringing in innovation in clubs in the new order. And when he joined the Gabbys, he took an initiative here. And because we had 3 different clubs, he said that we should do something which brings all the clubs together. And he did the first GPL, the Gabbys Premier League. And that was a very exciting event where we had a lot of competition, a healthy competition between the Gabbys. And he is a man of initiatives. He's known for taking initiatives, interesting initiatives, exciting initiatives, enthusiastic initiatives. And he is a CFA. And he is an extremely dedicated Toastmaster and our Toastmaster of the day for today, the Vice President Education of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Please welcome the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. Over to you, Mukund.
Thank you so much, DTM Sarodada, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you so much. I hope I'm audible and visible to everybody. Great, excellent. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we start today's session with the power of initiatives, right? Some wise man once, long back, told me that there are 3 types of people on this planet. One are those who make things happen. We also call them the go-getters. They don't have to be told to do something. Right? They see an opportunity, they seize that opportunity, and they come out with flying colors. These are the people who we put under the category who make things happen. So they belong to the make things happen category. Before I proceed further, is it possible for more number of people to come on video? I'm just checking in case if you can come on video, it would be really great. It's a little bit intimidating speaking to all black screens. So that's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so the first category, ladies and gentlemen, I said was those who belong to the make things happen category, the go-getters, right? They don't have to be told. Then we have the next category who don't want to do anything. They see the opportunity, but they don't want to seize it. They are just interested in doing their own work. They really don't want to bother themselves with taking initiatives, etc. So these are the people who come under the category called they watch what happens. So this is the second category. They watch what happens, right? Now we come to the third category, ladies and gentlemen. This is the unique category, the specimens, right? These are the people who wonder what happened. So basically, these are the ones who just don't have a clue as to what exactly is happening around them, right? Something happens, it happens, and they start wondering, okay, fine, this is what happened. Excellent, great. So this is what a wise man told me, and long back. So I'm sure all of us here, as our presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav earlier mentioned, that we are all, I'm sure, belong to the first category, which is the make things happen category, right? Unless some of us have been dragged and physically and brought into this meeting. Otherwise, we are the ones who have come here on our own initiative. We have taken this initiative to improve our communication skills, right? So with that said, I would like to throw the floor open to some of you people to tell me if there is something in your profession, in your career, where you have done something like, make things happen. Have you taken any initiative? Have you done something about that initiative? And how did it go? It is not necessary that if you have taken initiative, you should come out with flying colors. Something would have happened and something would have fallen flat, etc., etc. But having said that, the fact that you have taken initiative itself shows that you belong to the make things happen category. So is there anyone who can volunteer and come out and tell us something about some initiative that they have taken? Anyone?
Yes, Mukund.
Sorry,
Can
I
you-
saw Roshni's hand going. Oh, Rajmohan, please.
Can
Toastmaster
you-
Rajmohan, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mukund. See, it is not that every initiatives has to be new, and then we have to apply it straight away as a fresh idea. It is that even we are into some kind of regular activity, there will be a slight deviation where we have to take a call. Even that matters to that for achieving anything in that aspect. It need not be completely fresh and then take the initiative. So in that way, couple of things during our Toastmaster journey, during area contest, I think it was in the November, beginning of November. So it is kind of we have taken the role and we have started contesting everything, but there was a slight bottlenecks, and I could easily jump in, and that's something giving more experience on how to coordinate with difficult people. See, it's kind of whatever we say, they will have some kind of answers to ensure that either it has to happen or it should not happen. So those kind of the scenarios, when we take such kind of calls and speak with them in in a different way means either it should be authoritative way or it should be a manner of polite way. So that gives some kind of experience. So that's something I enjoyed. I want to share with this podium. Thanks for the opportunity, Mukund. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajmohan. That's really wonderful. We now have Toastmaster Roshni. Toastmaster Roshni, please go ahead. Tell us your experience.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukund. I am already nervous about this speech, so I'm getting my nervous energy out by taking this opportunity to speak. So I would like to share something that I'm really passionate about. I know in my introduction, I often mention that I'm a neurodiversity advocate. I keep talking about neurodiversity, autism, ADHD. with on every platform. So this is something I've been chasing since my son's diagnosis and since I joined ANZ. So I am officially, as of tomorrow, I'm conducting a webinar at ANZ, and it has been rolled out. The invite went out today, and I'm raising awareness on the topic by getting speakers from Australia to come and speak to the Indian audience. And I'll be hosting the webinar, and this is the first step of hopefully a long journey where I keep having conversation about neurodiversity. 1 year ago, when I joined ANZ, I was struggling and I was hunting for support. And today, after 1 year, I'm in a position, thankful to Toastmasters as well, because I got the confidence to go out and talk to the senior people, leaders, be in a room with the IMT members and ask those difficult questions and pitch my idea that yes, we need to have more awareness as part of the abilities team. We need to do more to, contribute to the society in terms of abilities, and companies like Wells Fargo, SAP are doing amazing things. Intel is doing amazing things. So why not ANZ? So yeah, after 1 year of trial, and initiative is finally being launched. So tomorrow is the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, and since autism and ADHD are counted as disabilities in India, so we are launching it tomorrow. I'll be participating in the event, and the seminar is on Thursday. So yay! So got that out. So that's my initiative taking experience, and trust me, every time I asked for help was given to me. So I feel that most often the people who are like the doers, some of us want to be the go and do it type, but we hesitate because we are scared of what people will say, and mostly the no and the rejection. Over a year, I have learned rejections are just a lesson in how to do things better. So yeah, that's been my experience.
There you go. Talk about make things happen, and we have a live example in our meeting today who has actually made things happen. Excellent. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Roshni. I have some slides to show, just around 5 to 6 slides. I won't take much time, but right now I'll just show around a couple of slides. So how do we actually end up taking these initiatives? What are the steps that we need to follow? Just I'll start slowly with a couple of slides, and then as the meeting progresses, I will keep moving into other slides as well. So let me quickly share my screen. Please let me know once you can see my screen.
Yep, we can see.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, so how to take initiatives, right? The first step, I think, is to identify the opportunities. Now, how do we identify these opportunities, right? You should have, first of all, you have to be aware of your surroundings, your environment, if it's your office or if it is your company, etc. You need to be totally aware of your surroundings to see what is all happening, which will trigger some thoughts in your mind where an opportunity is available. Second thing is you need to be aware of your capabilities, right? You can't take something or you can't bite something that you can't chew. So if you're capable of seizing that opportunity, only then you should go ahead and take that opportunity. And lastly, but not leastly, you should do a cost-benefit analysis. You should be aware of the compensation and benefits that opportunity is going to provide you when you start taking that particular initiative. So that is one way of identifying the opportunities. Of course, there are so many other ways as well, but I'm just keeping it short for this meeting. So second step is to set SMART goals. SMART goals, SMART is an acronym for being specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely. I'm sure most of you know about this. So these goals should be SMART. And second, don't try to take an initiative just to be the best employee or something like that in your organization. Don't set goals to appear superior to your colleagues. Just take it because you have the initiative, you see an initiative, you're seizing that opportunity for the betterment of your organization, and you go ahead and do it, right? That's another way of setting SMART goals. And the third one is be focused. Be focused on your specific goal and don't get distracted from your goal, because there will be distraction in an organization when you start taking certain initiatives. You have to be focused on setting this as SMART goals. So I will stop for the moment. I still have 4 more steps to go, but having said that, I will now proceed with the meeting, and then I'll come back to the rest of the slides. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we said earlier, the Toastmasters, we as Toastmasters are the one who are making things happen for our own selves, not only for our own selves, but even for the members of our club, right? With having said that, a Toastmasters meeting for the benefit of the guests have three parts to it. The one is the speech session, where the members come and give speeches based on certain pathway that they have selected and based on the guidelines that are there in that pathway. And then we have the second session, which is that of the table topics, where it is nothing but impromptu speaking. You are called upon by a table topic master, given a topic, you have to speak for a period of 2 minutes. The timing will later be told to you by the table topic master as well in more detail. And the last session is the most important session of the whole meeting, which is the general evaluation session. So there is going to be a general evaluator who is going to evaluate the whole session right from beginning till the end, including the speeches, etc. And ladies and gentlemen, to do that today in our meeting, we have someone who is really extraordinary, right? Let me introduce this person, today's general evaluator. She is a social media strategist and a GCC marketing lead at Kyndryl India. She has industry experience of more than a decade. She's an IIT postgraduate. She loves everything about yoga and wellness. And she has started her own wellness space called Surya. And as our DTM Sourav earlier said, she is also a professional dancer and a certified yoga expert. She joined Toastmasters in 2021, and she was the president of TETC, which is a Toastmasters club. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, she is the area director of Division H2. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to today's general evaluator, Toastmaster Sheena Chaudhary.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukund. I'm just reaching to home. We had a consultation. Apologies, I'm a bit on the move, but I think I've still taken the initiative to be here. So it's truly my honor to be here. Thank you. And if you don't mind, I'll switch off the video for just 5 minutes so that I'm okay with my voice.
Sure.
Thank you. All right. So welcome, everyone. I think we have welcomed you now, but I always love to introduce the forum because that's what the first thing that we learn as a Toastmaster. You're not, I'm not audible?
Solomon.
No, you are audible. Someone was talking in Tamil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no
I
problem.
Solunga.
Okay. Okay,
Continue.
no worries. Thank you. All right, so according to me, taking an initiative means but when it's action, it's the heart of it. So what I recently started doing is doing. Just do it. So I follow the Nike mantra means do it, do not think twice. And when I have even 50% buy-in from my inner self, from my stakeholders, from my guides, I just go ahead and do it. And I also remember late Sri Ratan Tata ji's quote that I first take a decision and then I make it right. Or if I quote the right words, I don't believe in taking the right decisions. I take decisions and then make them right. With that, I'm taking an initiative here to be with all of you, and with as a journal evaluator, I will be evaluating the entire meeting from beginning, and not even the beginning, but what happened before as well during the meeting, and also evaluation on the role takers, evaluators, speakers, and so on and so. With me, I have my TAGL team, which means timer, a counter, grammarian, and a listener role. So audience, please pay attention as we welcome the first role taker under GE, which is a timer TM, Ankur Vishwakarma. He is a passionate software engineer who loves to combine his love for technology with the thirst of knowledge, often exploring new places to read and grow. His true calling, however, is animal welfare. He dedicates his success to improving the life of animals and is committed to driving the lasting change. Please welcome Toastmaster Ankur. And Toastmaster Ankur, can you please explain your role and also project the timer cards for today?
Yep. Thank you, General Evaluator. Greeting Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific times remaining. We have two speeches today, both of 5 to 7 minutes of length. At 5 minutes, I'll raise a green card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise a yellow card. At 7 minutes, I'll raise a red card. With each speaker, will have a 30-second grace time. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise a green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'll raise a yellow card. At 2 minutes, I'll raise a red card. 30 seconds grace is again added to the table topic speakers. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise a green card. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'll raise a yellow card. At 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. That's it. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ankur. Now I have our counter, Toastmaster Rahul Swami. He is a health and fitness freak from Panchkula, Haryana. And I'm actually right now in Haryana. It's my hometown. And he's also based out of Hyderabad. He is an MBA graduate from Naipur, Mohali. He's currently working at Sanofi as a market analyst with overall experience of 3 years. In his free time, he loves to go to gym, and he currently learning mixed martial arts. And fantastic. So can you, Toastmaster Rahul, can you please explain the role for you today?
Sure. Thank you very much, General Evaluators Neha, Sina. So the purpose of our counter is to listen and make note of necessary words, sounds proposed by all the speakers and role players of today's meeting. And I will be playing a role as an R counter. And I will be focusing on 5 major areas. Filler words such as inappropriate interjections, for instance, and, well, but, so, the use of crutch words similar to basically, actually, this thing, etc. Repetitive words or phrases in the form of I, or this means, unintentional long and short pauses made by the speakers. And I will present the rest of my report when called upon by the general evaluator during the end of the session. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahul, for giving us a brief introduction on the role. With the next role player, Grammarian, and before we go to Grammarian, I always remember grammar is something I'm so scared, and we have a teacher who was super strict. So I was always afraid, but not now anymore. So thanks to Toastmaster that we have an exclusive grammarian role where we can listen and make sure we course correct as we progress. So with me, I have Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. He is a working professional associated with the PSU as a senior engineer, very enthusiastic about learning new things to evolve himself, have an urgent passion for playing cricket, and he speaking in English, and he is also a strong believer of simplicity, integrity, and hardworking. He has joined Toastmasters to develop speaking in English and communication skills, and he also preferred to build good and strong relationship to enhance his human essence. With that, please give a round of applause to Toastmaster, and please explain your role.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Today in the evening at around 6:30 or 6:40 before the meeting, a friend of mine came to me and asked, "Hey Sunil, what are you doing? Are you free? Let's have a party." No, no. Today I am packed. I have to attend a meeting, and in the meeting I am playing the role of grammarian. A grammarian? Do you think grammar is so important to learn a language? Important? Dude, do you know? Grammar can even save lives. Grammar saves lives? Eh, don't be a Gabby in front of me. Okay, okay. You don't believe? Then read this sentence. Where is the sentence? You Gabbies always talk a big. Oh, wait. I am putting the sentence in front of you. The sentence is coming up. Don't worry. This is the sentence. Read this. Okay. Now, read the same sentence without commas. My friend is still in coma. Good evening, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. As the grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay attention to all the speakers for their language uses. I'll also take note of any misuses of the English language and any outstanding words, quotes, or sayings or thoughts. As the grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. And for today's meeting, the word is indomitable. It's an adjective and it means very determined, strong-minded, impossible to defeat. Examples of using the word are: he's a man of indomitable energy and a great admiral. Second example is: it was possible only to a leader of indomitable will. I hope all of you use this word to the maximum. I would also request everyone present here to acknowledge the usage of the word of the day with a thumbs up. I'll keep a score and present my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you all. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster. And please share the word of the day in the chat as well, and the meaning and the sentence usage. The last but not the least, we have the listener role, Toastmaster Arjun Murmu, originally from Gujarat, is born and brought up in Kolkata, and he did his schooling and computer engineering in West Bengal. He worked in IT sector for more than 3.5 years, and he has taken a break for higher education. It's been 8 years since he has been working in American IT companies business operations managers, and he also loves to listen music and play all kinds of sports like cricket, football. Before we welcome Toastmaster Arjun, I would like to give special prizes, and I'll hand it over to your president if you all come on a video for 10 seconds. I'll 10 seconds while we introduce the listener, because I want to check if you're all listening, because that's the role. That's the next role, that we have a listening system, and we're gonna have some awards. That's what we also discussed with some of our clubs. So whenever you meet them, you can collect your goodies, but please come on the video give your full energy, and then I hand it over to the listener to explain the role quickly.
Yeah. Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. As I am the listener of the day, I'll be listening closely to everything said during the meeting, and I will draft short questions to test our listening skills at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arjun. Without taking much time, thank you everyone for explaining the rules. I hope everybody is set. Our speakers are ready, our evaluators are ready, and I wish all the best to all the role takers for today. And I'm handing over back to the Toastmaster Mukund.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Sheena Chaudhary. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our today's General Evaluator, Toastmaster Sheena Chaudhary, please. All right, now let's move ahead with the speeches. I'm excited to see what the speakers have in store. And today's first speech is from someone who is a certified image and soft skills trainer. She is the founder of Innovate You. Her diverse journey includes being a mother, home manager, overseeing family business, and culminating in her current role as an entrepreneur. She calls herself a lifelong learner, and joining Toastmaster helps her master public speaking to deliver her message with confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, the speaker is attempting the project name Evaluation and Feedback, which is project number 4 of level 1 of the path Presentation Mastery. The objective of this project is to practice applying feedback and also serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. Timer, please note the speech duration is 5 to 7 minutes. Today's speaker is Neha Bansal, and the topic is Power of Choice. Power of Choice, Neha Bansal.
Imagine you are standing in a hallway filled with doors. Each door represents a choice. One which could lead you towards growth. Another, it could lead you towards failure. Or some door may lead you to the path where you are standing now, comfortable and safe. Now, the catch is you don't know what's behind the door. What will you do? What will you do? Will you stand still, safe, or will you take the leap of faith? Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished Toastmasters. Today, all our life is just like a hallway filled with doors. Our life is filled with choices. Some choices are very easy in life. Some could be difficult, while some are terrific as well. So our life is just like that canvas, wherein a choice is like the brush stroke, which completely make the canvas what we want to paint with. Something same happened with me. I would like to share the story of my transformation, the choice which I made in my life when I chose to open the door of Toastmasters. Few years back, I was also stuck in the loop of self-doubt, imposter syndrome, or procrastination. Whenever the opportunity would hit, I would convince myself, okay, later on, I'll take this opportunity later on. I'm not ready yet to do it. However, there is a deep dive, power to grow. So one day, my friend introduced me to this door of Toastmaster. I was looking at that door. I wanted to open it. However, there was fear. Oh my God, how am I going to speak in front of the audience? I can't speak. But I decided to overcome that fear. I moved toward that door. I opened that door. And I entered the room filled of people who are unknown to me. I still remember the day when I gave my first speech. The day when my heart was just beating like Shatabdi Express. My hands were sweating and my thoughts were racing in my mind. I have to speak this. But friends, something magical happened that day. Everybody clapped, everybody applauded for me. It was not for the perfection of the speech which I gave, it was for the action which I took that day to come out in front of everyone. From that day, every step or action or choices we make in our meeting teaches me some or the other lesson. The icebreaker speech reminded me that yes, my story has a value. Everybody can listen it. The table topic sections which we attend, it pushed me to think faster and more smarter. The feedback which taught me that mistakes we do, they are not your failure. However, they are the stepping stones to your success. The timer role which we take teaches me that time waits for nobody. Slowly and steadily, I would say that I am becoming more and more confident. Now, when an opportunity comes or when an initiative comes, I don't say maybe later. Now I say, yes, I can do it. Why not? Let's take it up. I have realized it now that longer you wait to open any door, the harder it will get to open. So here are 3 things I would also like to share with you. The 3 lessons this transformation journey with Toastmasters had taught me. First, believe in yourself. The more you believe in yourself, stronger you get despite of the rejections you get in the life. Just as J.K. Rowling did, she chose hope over despair. Second, your choice shapes your destiny. The more opportunities you take in life, either they will get you closer or they will take you further from your potential. Just as Mahatma Gandhi chose, he chose non-violence over aggression, which took us closer to our freedom. And third, the biggest risk in life is to stand still. Growth comes to those who not only avoid failures, but growth comes to those who embrace lessons from that failure, just as Elon Musk did. He chose vision over security. So every choice we make in our life is our next chapter to our story. I challenge all of you to choose to make choices which are more powerful. From now onwards, whether you will wake up early or hit that button of snooze. From now onwards, whether you will say yes to opportunity or again shrink in the fear. And from now onwards, whether you will keep trying and trying until you succeed or you will stop and give up. So the pen is in your hand, the door is in front of you, open it and transform your life. Thank you, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Toastmaster Neha Bansal, please. power of choice and challenge accepted Toastmaster Neha Bansal by all of us over here. With this, we move on. And by the way, the evaluator for Toastmaster Neha Bansal was distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, who is there. We move on to our second speech, and our second speaker is evaluated by none other than Toastmaster Smruti S. Mohanty. Smruti S. Mohanty, can you please acknowledge your presence?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, thank you. Okay, so the second speaker, who is a guest to Gabbys, but no longer a guest, as we have been privileged to hear many of her speeches in our last few meetings. She is someone who joined ANZ a year ago, and after over a decade in the content and publishing industry as a language expert. So currently, she works with a team of brilliant economists to publish ANZ's research. In her free time, she enjoys art and gardening. She hoards books and loves connecting with people to collect stories. She is vocal about neurodiversity and women empowerment. As an autism mom, she spends her free time researching about early childhood care and development or exploring new places with her son. Ladies and gentlemen, today's second speaker is attempting Project 1 again from level 4 of the path motivational strategies. The name of the project is Motivate Others, and the objective of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to motivate team members through the completion of a project. Timer, please note the speech duration is 6 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to our second speaker. The title of the speech is Light Energy. Put your hands together for Roshni Banerjee. Light Energy, Roshni Banerjee.
You are on mute, Roshni.
Apologies. When I was 1, I had just begun. When I was 2, I was nearly new. Then I was 3, I was hardly me. When I was 4, I was not much more. When I was 5, I was just alive. But now I am 6, and I am as clever as ever. So I think I will be 6 forever and ever. This is a poem by A. Milne. He was the creator of Winnie the Pooh. We all know Winnie the Pooh, right? Hi-yo-ray, Tigger. Okay, now that I have your attention with the talk of Winnie the Pooh, because who doesn't love Winnie the Pooh? Let's get back to my speech, which is light energy. Now, some of you must be thinking, just because her name is Roshni, she's obsessed with light? Of course not. Today, I'm going to talk about light, as in the light that is there inside every person, inside all of you. And why am I using light as an analogy in a speech about motivating others? So my request to you is, today, why don't you acknowledge the light that is inside you and share it with others around you? I remember my previous project was about mentoring. As I deep dived into the role of a mentor, I learned that a mentor is in a lot of ways different from a coach or a teacher. A mentor is somebody who lends you their light. That got me thinking, light, how much of it do I have inside me? How much can I give to others without completely getting burnt out? I know many of us here are still struggling to identify and acknowledge their own light, while some of us have already moved on. They have found their light and spread it out. Good evening, Toastmasters and distinguished Toastmasters. First off, I want to start off by saying that how excited I am to be here. And I'm excited that I'm talking about motivation to people who are already super motivated because after a full day of work, they're attending a Toastmasters session in the evening. So good job on being motivated. However, I would like to ask you, how many of you in the past 24 hours actually walked up to somebody and tried to motivate them or made them feel better? Okay, let me give you an easier question. How many of you just acknowledged, hey bro, good job, or hey man, good job? Or simply, hey, good, you responded to that email. Or great job on taking the minutes of the meeting. Good, I see raised hands. Thank you so much. This is what I mean when I say spread your light. Because trust me, in this world where darkness can take over at any time, not just the Shaktiman darkness of Kilvish, the darkness of people not believing in themselves, the darkness of people not understanding what they're capable of, or maybe doubting themselves. Why don't you be that person who goes and tells others, good job, keep trying, believe in yourself, or simply, I believe in you. If you're a senior people leader, if there are people who report to you, the responsibility of their growth and to nurture them falls on you. Most great leaders have often said that leadership is all about nurturing those and caring for those who are under you. On that same thing, I would say leadership is also about sharing your light and showing them the light so that they follow you and learn to do the same to the others who are down the line. Step 1, lead by example. This is a foolproof method of sharing your light. How? Be that person who actually goes out and congratulates others. Today, when I sent out the invite for the neurodiversity initiative, there were people who ignored my request and my mail. And then there were the leaders who actually shared that mail with 18 other people, forwarding it to every other team within ANZ so that people get to know about the meeting, they get to attend. So I saw in my own experience how leaders who shine their light help others. Now, this taught me that when I'm in a role where I can help shine the light, I'm going to do the same. Step 2, recognize the achievements, even if they are your own and even if they are very small. There are a lot of us who are just going through day thinking, okay, 24 hours, need to go to work, need to finish work, come back home, do the task, do the child's homework, go to sleep. Do you recognize that it's an achievement to be in a safe space, to have that kind of stability too? It's an achievement to have 4 meals a day on a proper manner and maintain a proper diet if you are perhaps not well. So step 2, recognize the small achievements and make sure you also recognize those of others and make sure you tell them that they have achieved something. So go ahead, tell that person, congratulations, you're a hero, boss, you finished that task. Amazing, you're basically the CEO. Trust me, a smile goes a long way, a positive comment goes a long way. Step 3, offer support and be a hype person and build your own hype network. As somebody who has faced rejection a lot of times in some of the initiatives that I have been a part of, I would say that it gets tough at times. What helps me then is talking to people who have walked this path before me, talking to my own mentors, be it at Toastmasters or in my office, and simply talking to friends who know my journey. Having a hype network around me who don't let my energy fall, who don't let my light dim. That is very important. Do you have it around you? If not, why not try to build that network of hype people? Your light shines bright when there are others around you who help you shine. So build that network around you. And be that person who hypes up somebody else. With that, my closing thoughts. But wait, why am I simply building up a speech about light energy? Why did I smile throughout the session as if I am giving here some stand-up comedy? Because I am somebody who finds it really tough to get up from the bed on Saturdays and Sundays. Why am I yapping on about motivation? Because this same person who finds it really tough to get up on Saturdays and Sundays makes sure that she gets up at 9 o'clock, but she takes her son outside to Cubbon Park. And she goes for some random party somewhere or some random initiative somewhere or goes out and gets those birthday cakes for some other initiative. So all I'm trying to say here is, it is okay to fail. It is okay to not be motivated, but it is not okay to give up. So find that light inside you and share that light with everybody. Your smile is a light bulb that can lighten up a million other people. Thank you. You have all been a great audience. Now I'm off to take a nap because it has indeed been a long day. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for our second speaker, Roshni Banerjee. We had 2 powerful speeches today. I think we are all really privileged to be attending this meeting today, I would say. Timer, can you please tell me if any of the speakers have been disqualified?
No.
Both are, oh, excellent. All right. So we now go on a small break of 5 minutes. And then it's 8:27 now. We will come back at 8:32. See you in a bit. All right, let's get back to the meeting. Okay, we now move on with our theme of how to take initiatives. I'll quickly share my screen again. A quick recap of what we discussed earlier. The first step is what we said, identify opportunities. And the second one, what we said was set smart goals. And we move on to the third step, which is actually be proactive. Be more engaged with your initiative, with your opportunity. Please give 100% of yourself in whatever opportunity that you have seized and where you have taken that initiative. Take control of that entire situation, right? And also be vocal about the results, whether it is a good result or a bad result, it doesn't matter. Be vocal about it and make everybody know where you're heading and what exactly you're doing. Be more proactive in your journey of taking initiative, right? And the next step is dealing with resistance. The one McKinsey research says that 70% of the initiatives taken fail due to employee resistance. So when such a case comes up, please provide alternatives to your initiative, which is facing resistance, right? And communicate, as they say, to your team, to your superiors on how your initiative is coming up, what are the problems that you're facing, and how is it going. These are some steps that will take a long way. In any case, I will stop here. I have 2 more steps to go. I will stop sharing now, and I will come back to you after the next session, which is the table topic session. So ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next session, which is the table topics. And to conduct today's table topics, we have someone who is originally from Agra and currently working in Bangalore. He has a background in the fashion industry. He specializes in sourcing leather products. One of his strong desires is to become a public speaker and confidently address large audiences. Having worked in 5 different cities across India, he's passionate about exploring new places. He also loves traveling to the mountains, especially trekking. In his free time, he loves watching sports, especially lawn tennis and football. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to today's table topic master, Toastmaster Sumit Sethia.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for the wonderful introduction. Just 2 lines about the table topic questions. Usually, whenever I get impromptu questions, my heartbeat starts racing like I am on a roller coaster. But today, as your table topic master, I am the one in control. I am feeling as calm and indomitable as a monk, or at least trying to be. Good evening, distinguished Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the table topic session of today's meeting. Most of us find this session to be challenging and the most rewarding part of a Toastmaster meeting, because table topic prepare you for impromptu speaking. During table topics, I will invite a member or a guest to attempt a table topic. I'll give out the topic once the participant confirms their willingness to attempt the topic. While you are free to volunteer, we may not be able to accommodate all the volunteers. At Gabbys, we believe in giving all an opportunity to those who are more keen to participate and to those who need a little nudge. I'll be using my discretion as the table topic master. In case we are not able to give an opportunity to volunteer, please don't be disheartened. There is always one more meeting. Each speaker will get 1 to 2 minutes of time. You need to speak a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2 minutes 30 seconds to qualify for polling. Green card will be shown at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. You will get an additional 30 seconds grace time to wrap up your speech. That is by 2 minutes 30 seconds. Let's start with the questions. So I see the first hand raised by is Elios.
Hello.
Hello. Elios, your question is a bold initiative you admire. A bold initiative you admire, Elios. I've also mentioned in the chat box.
Oh, yes, please. Oh. Am I audible and visible before I start?
Yes, you are.
Can I ask you to go for a date? Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, this question is definitely a bold initiative that I admire. From a man to a girlfriend to be, for the woman that he meet. Well, I have a indomitable spirit about this. I tried this. I asked some of those into a date with me. And I keep on failing and failing and failing again. But I also admire for those guys who are keep on chasing the girls of their dream. That he finally got the girl on his dream and getting married. And during this journey, I had some of those sharing the up and the down of being a married. It is just start by a simple question. Do you want to go to a date with me? Do you want to marry me? Will you marry me? And then do you want to have a child with me? So many bold initiatives that I admire for someone that called father figure to me. And that's what happened to my mom and to my father. They met each other because of my father have a bold initiative. Well, I cannot admire because it was happening before I was born. But I was told by my mother how bold he was. And I was admiring him so much that I would like to duplicate his strategy to get someone like my mom as my wife. Would you go to a date with me? Back to you, Titiya.
Thank you, Ilyas. Now, next question, Bala, would you please come on the screen?
Yes, I'm coming. 1 second, please.
Yeah. Your question is, Bala, small actions, big changes. Small actions, big changes, Bala. I have also mentioned in the chat box.
Ladies and gentlemen, resistance to change is the biggest problem many of us face. But do you really know that small actions can lead to great change? It was on January 6th, I was running down the flight of my stairs and I heard a sound. I did not see anyone there. In the corner, I saw my newly bought shoes. I bought it on 31st December on a discount sale because I wanted to start from 1st of Jan. And I wanted to jog. Yes, 1st of Jan I went, I ran, and I ran. And I almost collapsed. You may feel I ran like 5 kilometers or something. It was just 0.5 or 500 meters that I ran. And I realized I'm not made for running. My friend, who was a professional marathon runner, who does 5K, 10K, and all, he told me, don't start with running, start with walking. From that day, I started just walking. Yes, it was difficult initially, but I walked, and today I'm happy to say I walk at least 4 to 5 kilometers daily. Why do you want to go and try and achieve the biggest thing in the world when you can? Start slow, go slow, and make changes very, very slow. That's what I now realized. And it's nothing indomitable in the world that you would like to achieve if you start slow. Back to you.
Thank you, Bala, for taking the question. Another question goes to Prasad. Prasad, would you please come on the screen? Prasad, can you please come on the screen?
Yes.
Prasad,
I
your
am
question
audible?
is, yes, you are audible. Your question is initiative that improved your life. Initiative that improved your life, Prasad. I've also mentioned in the chat box.
Okay, all gentlemen and Toastmaster present here. Has TMOD, Mukund Joshi said that if you get those opportunity, just grabbed it and just without any thinking. But in my case, the life goes in the reverse form. I will search for the opportunity and I make some opportunity where I find this Gabbys club from the chat GPT and LLMs that I I was really frustrated from this communication issues and presentation issues from since last 2 years. And I wanted to improve my those writing as well as my communication skills with the great and finest grammar with with a fluent communication. But as my life is sometimes reverse running in the reverse gear, sometimes I finding those opportunity from the internet as well as I am just interested in as well as in computers also and the aerospace also, but I'm not getting in the aerospace opportunity. But I wanted to uh, uh, take those or make those opportunities and take the initiative of that. This is the time where uh, this will happen or never, and I give my best 100% best to those opportunities. If I never get, I just find it. I never wait for the opportunity. If the opportunities came through me and I just grab it. I never I take those initiative to uh, take those opportunity and make my goals will be achieved. Thank you. Here I conclude the table topic.
Thank you, Prasad, for taking the question.
Yeah.
Next question, Bindu Joseph, Gauri Agarwal, Sudhir, would you like to take?
I'll go, Sumit.
Gauri, right?
Yeah.
Gauri, your question is, does fear stop initiative? Does fear stop initiative, Gauri? I've also mentioned in the chat box.
Well, fear has been stopping initiatives in my life. I'm a chartered accountant by qualification, and I've transitioned into being an image consultant and soft skills trainer. And I've always, since the time I've done this, it's been 4 or 5 years, and I've always had the feeling that so much must have changed in the accountancy world, so much with the taxation laws must have changed. Okay, sorry, can I just request to stop the recording, please?
Stop the recording.
Yeah.
Your question is, Prasad, if you could start a global movement what would it be? If you could start a global movement, what would it be? I've also mentioned in the chat box.
The world is kind of divided by the imaginary borders, and that we call the countries. And we live in a country, and whatever is happening in that country, we care about that. But if another person living in some other country and is not able to feed himself, or is going through some kind of adversity, or something wrong is happening with him, we don't care about that person, because we consider that just because there's imaginary line, the person belongs to a different country, that is not our responsibility. So as a human, we have to care about every single person present on this planet, in this world, either it is from my country or from other country. So if I have to start any initiative in this world, I would start the initiative of making everybody aware that we should not be divided by this imaginary border, which divide us in these countries. We should be start caring about every single persons, either he is living in our country or in our district or some other country, some very far. If something wrong is happening with him, we should be coming forward and taking our voices against it. If we are possible, we can also help them through the providing monetary help, providing the resources, food and everything, like the Africa continent, right? Lot of wrong happening. We can help them a lot. So I would start the initiative of making people to consider that this world is the country, and this world, anything happen in this world is our. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Prasad. Last question. Jitendra, I see you had raised your hand earlier. Would you like to take up the question?
Yeah, sure. Waiting for my turn, but unfortunately missed it.
Can we are running late on time? Can we stop the table topic session here?
Okay. Okay, sorry, Jitendra, next time, because we are running short with the time. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, table topic master. Sumit Sethia. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for our table topic master today, please. All right, with that, let's again continue with our theme. And our theme, as I said, how to take initiatives. I am going to share my screen again. So what's the next step that we can take here, right? So after dealing with resistance, the next thing we can take, the next step that we have to deal with is about setbacks and failures, right? It is not that every initiative is going to be a success. There will be failures, there will be success. So what can one do? One can actually examine the entire situation in a holistic way, right? What went wrong, what went right? And then please take responsibility for whatever that has happened, right? Don't try to get into a blame game with your other colleagues. You should be magnanimous to take that responsibility, because it is your initiative. You have seized the opportunity, and now if it has not worked out well, then please take responsibility for what has happened. And you should not stop at that, right? You should go ahead and seek feedback so that you can learn more. This is a great thing that you have done by taking up the initiative, and you have come so far, but it has not worked out. But that is fine. But there is a huge lesson there for you to learn in this entire in this entire initiative that you have taken up. So never ever stop from asking for feedback from your superiors, from your peers, from your colleagues, etc. And last but not the least, stay informed about the latest, right, in your respective areas. Don't be ill-informed. So for example, if you are an SAP expert, then you should know what are the latest products that have come out from SAP. You should be totally well informed about your area of expertise, right? And also be willing to learn new things. Don't resist. If some people resist to new things, they are very comfortable in whatever they are doing. So don't be like that. Be willing to learn, new things. And lastly, but not leastly, be open to new trends in your industry. There are new trends that come up in any kind of area that you are in, especially like say fashion industry or retail industry. There are some new trends that keep popping up, and you should be well versed in these trends, and you should be on top of all these things. So just a quick recap about what we discussed. How to take initiatives. One is, identify opportunities, set smart goals for yourself, be proactive, learn how to deal with resistance, take setbacks and failures in your stride, and stay informed about the latest. So that is a small take on the theme of how to take initiative. But having said all this, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought the impact of not taking an initiative? Right? I said there are three categories of people in the beginning. One is make things happen, watch what happens, and then wonder what happens. So the watch what happen and wonder what happened, guys, it's not that they don't know or they don't see opportunities. It's not that they don't, it's just that they don't want to take that initiative. So what is the impact of not taking initiative by such people? Of course, we are out of that league, right? We are Toastmasters. We always make things happen. I'm talking about the other two categories. So what is the impact, right? This is something I'll let you know after our next session. And just so that you know, this has got something to do with my conversation with the Almighty, with the God. I will come back to you after the GE session. So ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our last session, which is the general evaluation. And let's hand it over to our general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Sheena Chaudhary.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukund, and for giving us wonderful tips. And how's everything so far? I am feeling a little cold because of the evaluation, but it's literally very cold where I'm staying currently in my hometown. But I once heard the feedback is champion's breakfast. So are you all ready for your breakfast at the dinner time? I hope so. And I would like to call upon Evaluator 1, DTM Sourav Dutta. And he'll be evaluating the speaker, Toastmaster Neha Bansal. DTM Sourav Dutta is the winner of 2 DTM awards and has completed 11 Arts and Toastmasters past days. Are there any left? I don't think so. I hope they have created new recently in the new race camp. And he has been a president of and distinguished division director, distinguished area director in past. And he has also played several leadership roles. And he also building his own edutech startup, Proactive, and which is founded in June 2020. So I would like to call upon DTM Sourav to give the evaluation for Toastmaster Neha Bansal.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Neha, you got me in the first word of your speech when you said imagine. You started with an action verb. And from there on, you continue to deliver your speech like a speech, illustrating your indomitable spirit. Two things exceptionally stand out in your speech. The first one, your story. Your story was your story, and a story that each of us here can relate with, because you were talking about Toastmasters, 2 Toastmasters in a Toastmaster meeting, right? So full points in terms of bringing in relatability and credibility in terms of the content. I also mentioned that the speech was written like a speech. So what exactly do I mention? What do I mean here? See, often we write a speech like an essay. And what is the difference between a speech and an essay? In my understanding is a speech should have a lot of action verbs. And your speech had a lot of action verbs. You talked about walking in, you talked about thoughts were racing, you talked about heart was beating, you talked about we were clapping, and all of these things, a lot of action verbs were there in your speech. And icing on the cake, the 3 takeaways at the end, very clear gives from your side. Now, what could you have done better in this speech? and this speech, this project particularly is about you taking recommendations from me and implementing those recommendations. So I do have a few recommendations for you, which you can implement in your next speech as a part of this project. The first is related to the action verbs. Since your speech had a lot of action verbs, it also means that you had a lot of opportunity to do gestures, demonstrate your body language, have facial expressions. Instead of saying that I was, everyone clapped. Everyone clapped, right? Or for example, my heart was beating. Something like that, which kind of gives us that impression that the heart was beating, right? So you had that opportunity. With so many action verbs, you had a golden opportunity to use the gestures, which I think you should do. The second is, I think you are getting stuck a little bit towards the end. A few abnormal pauses. I think it's more about preparation. So prepare a little better so that you're not getting stuck. You're talking about your story, so that confidence should come out. And the last one is something which is absolutely doable. You're getting lost in the background. If you see, because of your t-shirt and your background color, they are kind of so similar that sometimes I'm just seeing your hand and I'm not seeing the speaker. It's kind of a little spooky. We just crossed Halloween, so you just want to be mindful of that. Apart from that, I think this was a beautiful speech. You had a lot of action verbs. You had a speech which was written like a speech, delivered like a speech. The story was relatable, was credible. If you add a little bit of a gesture, micro expression, and body language, then action verbs will get more accentuated. Be mindful about what you wear and prepare a little bit. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Sourav. That was a detailed description of the evaluation. So thank you for doing it. I would just add one bit. I see you have given pauses in between. That's really relevant for a speaker to give pauses. But I also found that was happening in between sentences. So if I would give an example, it reminded me. So I given few pauses in between words that won't be necessary if I'm not stressing on that word. So you can always give a pauses after sentences. This is for speaker, but not in between until you're stressing upon that particular word. So that's my observation. But overall, that was a fantastic speech. And thank you for participating. And thank you, evaluator. I will move to the next evaluator. For Toastmaster Smruti, I would like to call upon, evaluator Smruti, I would like to call upon you, and she has experienced B2B sales professional. She's also a certified soft skills trainer, has a decade of experience in the industry and currently pursuing master degree in the US. A mindful introvert. I love that word. I want to know more. And she's on journey of becoming a profound public speaker. At present, she's serving the VP membership of the Gabbys online Toastmaster clubs. Let's give a round of applause to Toastmaster Smruti for evaluation of Toastmaster Roshni. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. Let me spotlight my speaker. Okay. Toastmaster Roshni. Light energy. Like a thunderbolt. The entire essence of your speech title was visible through the entire speech. Let it be the opening, mid, or the conclusion. I can see and feel that light and thunderbolt. Talking about the opening, what a poetic beginning and a reference to Winnie the Pooh. I felt nostalgic. But you didn't stop there. You continued by giving me Shaktiman and Kilvis reference. Again, you asked me to stay hooked to your entire speech. Thank you so much for the same. When it comes to smile, energy, and like the thunderbolt lightning, undoubtedly on those lines, you are a woman of indomitable spirit. Your project objective was to motivate and to work with a team where you have reflected upon the motivation part. I loved a couple of aspects of your speech which I would like to highlight. First being the rhetorical questions where you asked the question, answered yourself. And the beautiful part was a combination of question where you asked the question, led the audience to raise the hand, and also acknowledge those answers. That's very important and crucial for a speaker when you post a question to the audience. Good job on doing the same. You had a reflection of humor and fun throughout your entire speech. You also, in a nutshell, you also given us steps how a person in general can motivate a team or maybe an individual. Thank you so much for doing the same. This particular speech was more correlated to the project objective. So for people who are in this meeting and also for you, let me just highlight what exactly the objective of this particular, the purpose of the project. There were two purposes to it. One being the speech purpose and second being the purpose of this particular project. You did meet the purpose of the project by reflecting on the skills which are needed to motivate a team, be the team being your mentoring journey or your association with ANC. That's very beautifully done. However, when it comes to the second purpose, where the purpose was more towards working and collaborating with a team, where you have worked with them and how you have encouraged them to complete the same. I saw a slight gap in there. Now let's try and understand if there is a gap, then how we can overcome the same. You gave me two instances, Roshni. One being your journey with your mentees or the mentors, and second being your association with the organization. How about you given me 3 steps? Can we do something like this? If you're asking someone to lead with example or to motivate people around, can we give an example, a specific example, that while working with this team, while working with the organization or my mentees, these were the factors on which we together reflected. If we can add specific, this purpose can be made. But overall, Roshni, a very beautiful speech where you did justice by motivating others. If we can reflect upon the specific, this can be taken to the next level. Thank you so much. Looking forward for your next speech. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Smruti. That was fantastic. And I would love to congratulate the speaker, not just taking the initiative of coming up here and speaking about it, but taking initiatives on neurodiversity and be vocal. So I congratulate the speaker. And the best thing that stood out for me was the authenticity of the content that you have chosen, because it's very personal and I could sense the feelings, because there's time you're all happy and we could all see the strength that you're bringing and building for how you're going to build awareness and how you've taken initiatives in your organization. But at times I also felt when you're being challenged and there was not enough support. So I could sense and I was connected throughout your story. It's very, very important for all the speakers to bring authenticity to the content, and it becomes easier when it's your personal story. But if it's not a personal story, I would really encourage all of you to keep thinking, what is this personal thing that I can bring here in the content so that people would connect with me? Because the overall purpose of any speech is not just to speak words, it's about sharing something. That's why we're all here, to share, to connect. So I could sense all of it because you kept bringing that authenticity. So I congratulate you for doing it. And thank you, Evaluator, for bringing both the aspects where the speaker has done fantastic job and where she can further improve upon. Thank you. Without not taking much time, I know we have, I think, close to 12 minutes. So I will request table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Joanne Joseph, a content writer, a passionate reader, an introvert who finds joy in conversation. She immerses herself in diverse music. I would love to know which kind of music and languages. Her free evenings are well spent hunting a vintage book and stationery stores. Excellent. I feel like I'm going to have a cup of coffee after finding that book. And she's hailing from Mumbai, cherishes the sunrises and sunsets. So over to you, Toastmaster Joanne, for giving you the crisp evaluation for the table topic session.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. And here I'll bring you the crisp evaluation, like a crisp South Indian dosa in 1 minute for each table topic speaker. So we started off with Elios. Elios, your topic was a bold initiative that you admired. And I'll tell you, I admired the bold initiative that you spoke about. Very clear. It was your father asking your mother on a date. And thanks to that, you are here right now with us. Such a lovely initiative that was. And I love the opening where he said, "Can I ask you to go on a date with me?" Lovely, very cheeky, and instantly you know capture the audience with that opening. Now, I I got it. You were admiring the entire episode of how he asked for the date and the marriage and all of that. And I love the conclusion where you said, duplicate, I would love to duplicate this initiative in my life. So a beautiful conclusion. What you can think about is clarity. In the entire table topic, I was not clear what you were speaking and where it was going. So overall, I got it, but more clarity on why this was bold. Maybe it was bold because in that point of time when your dad was there, it was not easy to ask people out on date. Or maybe your mom was a really good catch and that's why it was very bold of your dad to go and ask her around it. So that bold part you didn't explain. Why was it such a big deal? So if you could bring some clarity in your table topics, then it would be interesting. But otherwise, I'll tell you, very well done. And I hope you get your wife, whoever he or she is, as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Next, we had Toastmaster Bala, small actions, big changes. Toastmaster Bala, you came in, you stood and you made all those body language, voice modulations. I'm going down the stairs, choo, choo, choo. And I loved it. And I was like, this is an excellent presentation of table topic. Rarely we see table topic speakers go that deep into body language and voice modulation. Highly appreciate that. One thing I'll tell you what I would have loved, you hit the topic on the nail after the green card. You wanted to talk about how you started your journey for running and you realized you can't run that much. And then you took a step back and slowly went for walking, and walking helped you. And today you walk 4 to 5 kilometers, right? This is the entire base for the topic. But you started this after the green card. Okay. So what I would suggest is takes 10 seconds to think. Once the topic come in, don't like literally just start. Take 10 seconds, think, and then hit the topic so that you don't waste the first 1 minute just randomly speaking and then you come into the topic. Then you'll have more time to conclude. Then you'll have more time to assimilate and organize your topic. So that is one big feedback from me. And second, your conclusion was start slow, go slow, and make changes slow. This kind of conclusion doesn't give me any kind of message, right? So you're saying just be slow. So you have to be very careful of the conclusion that you give. Start slow, go slow, and then see how your life changes. Something like that, right? Like a positive message at the end is very important. But otherwise, I'll tell you, you have a strong voice modulation and body language, and dramatizing effect is your positive strength. Keep that up. Take 10 seconds next time before you hit the table topic. Next, we have Prasad Ghumare, initiatives that improved your life. That was your topic. And I love the fact that Prasad, you came in with a lot of authenticity. You said, I just wanted to change my communication and my leadership skills, and I want to become better at English and grammar, and that's why I took this initiative. But you didn't explain what this initiative was. Okay, I was waiting for you to say maybe it's Toastmasters, maybe it's something else, but that didn't come through. But let me tell you, I loved your authenticity. I loved the fact that you brought in a personal story, and I loved the conclusion when you said, if I never get it, I just find it. I loved that conclusion. Now, a couple of things you can think about.
Toastmaster Joanne, sorry, we need to be more short. We need the dosa fast, but if you can drop in the further evaluation on the chat so that we can, or you can quickly wrap up in next 30 seconds. It's almost 3 minutes, if you don't mind.
Okay, I'm going according to the red card that I have been shown. I don't know what's happening with the time.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Just so you want me to give the other feedback like on chat?
In person, yeah, or in person, if anything is fine. Yeah.
Fine.
Because I think we might cross the time otherwise. Yeah.
I'll just conclude Prasad and then the last two
Sure.
I give on.
Thank you.
Prasad, just two feedback for you. You started by saying all gentlemen and Toastmasters. What about the ladies, dear? There are ladies in the meeting. You have to be very careful. So if you're saying all gentlemen, say all gentlemen and ladies, or I'll just remove that point. And final feedback I'll give you is sometimes you can go against the topic also. They said initiative that improved your life. You can simply say, I've never found that initiative yet. I'm still trying to find that opportunity, right? So you don't always have to answer the question. You can go against that if you want. Rest too, I'll give on the chat or personally on messages. Thank you so much. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Joanne, for giving your fantastic inputs. I think all of us has something to take away. Even somebody as else has spoken, but I think it's always good to listen. Before I talk about the entire meeting summary, I know again I have to be super crisp. I would call upon my TAGL team to present reports and keep sharing it on the chat or the respective WhatsApp groups as well for everyone to look out. So I would like to call upon timer quickly. If you can just point out who exceeded the time today in any of the role takers or speakers. If you can just, yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll share the report on chat.
Okay. Thank you. Has anybody exceeded the time in the table topics?
No.
Okay. So I think every speaker was in time, including the prepared speaker. Thank you. Okay. For our counter.
Hello.
Yes.
Sure. I'll just share my screen. 1 minute. Is my screen visible?
Yes. You can increase the font size a bit.
Sure.
Thank you.
So congratulations to everybody, and especially visitor Bala. There was no filler word, and thank you very much. This was the report of the day. I will share the screenshot in the chat box.
Fantastic. Thank you, Toastmaster. Rahul, I would like to call upon Toastmaster for next one, which is Grammarian. Toastmaster Sunil, can you please tell me who has used the word and also the good and best usages?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Let me share my screen first. This was the word of the day, indomitable. The word was used by TM Bala and DTM Sourav. Good words and quotes and sayings are music to ears, go-getter, smart, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. And one saying, one quote, I take decisions then make them right. Clamp up, magnanimous, spooky in a nutshell. Rhetorical questions were used. What will you do by Neha Bansal? Why am I using light like this, Roshni Banerjee? Do you have it around you, Roshni Banerjee? Hypophora, question then answer. Can I ask you go on a date by Ilios? And repeat thrice. Communicate by Mukund Joshi. And metaphor, your smile is like a light bulb by Roshni Banerjee. In the recommendation part, I would say someone used I came. It should be I come as per the context. Thank you. This was my report. I have tried my best to include the names who use the word of the day and outstanding words and quotes. But pardon me if I missed any. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil, for showing the beautiful presentation. And I think we all could see the good usage. You can again put this back in the chat or in the WhatsApp group. Finally, we have the listener, Toastmaster Arjun.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Okay, so let's test our listening skills. The first question is Toastmaster Neha in her speech mentioned heart was beating like a train. You mentioned about which train?
Shatabdi.
Yeah,
No,
that's correct.
Shatabdi.
Okay, so next, Toastmaster Roshni, she mentioned about Indian superhero in her speech.
Shaktiman.
Yes, absolutely right. Okay, next, Toastmaster Roshni, she took initiative to invite a speaker from which country?
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, that's right. Next, Toastmaster Bala bought which item for the New Year? Somebody, yeah, absolutely right. So that's all from my end, and congratulations to all the participants who listened carefully throughout the session. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arjun. And with that, I think we have finished the final reports. What I want to share before I go to the evaluation section, I know you all have been patient listeners. Um, it's been really amazing to connect with you and share what I learned and what I observed. So, all of you are initiators. Whatever fears we are facing or we will face, irrespective of that, we are all overcoming that and improving every single day. So, keep that spirit up. And I think we are sharing the same energy. Most of us have seen, observed that how most of our speakers have shared fears as well.
Go ahead.
Somebody's on not on mute, so please mute yourself. I'll not take much time. And I know we have some conclusion and twist pending from our TMOD. So what I would just share is on the overall proceedings of the meeting. The meeting didn't start today. Meeting started a week ago. That what I mean is all the role takers and including the entire Gabbys XCOM team was engaged before the meeting was started. That was 10 on 10. They contacted all the role takers, the introductions, when to reach, what to expect, the agenda, everything was shared freehand. So that's what I'm saying. The meeting has started way early and has been continuing till now. So kudos to the entire team. We do not congratulate XCOM team enough in our meeting. So please give them a round of applause for running behind the scenes, making sure all role takers are there. So congratulations to you and the team. With the meeting, yes, it started on time, and essay read out the rules, all the rules, and also gave the disclaimer, which needs to be shared. And I would just advise one more line item here. Maybe they can also read about the mission. We have read mission 100 times, but it's good to again bring it whenever you have guests. This is one practice that we have been following because that shows why we are here as a group. What is the purpose we're gonna accomplish? So it's important to emphasize either through essay or president. So any of you can take up the initiative on that. And president, I think you have done the greetings. You have tried to connect with people that you worked here. You remember about me. So I think you did a fantastic job of welcoming, connecting with people who are coming to the meeting and guests, role takers. I think everyone you have welcomed there. That's really important. And somebody told me actually in all these Toastmasters, what is the purpose of that President 5 minute? And I always thought it's something like connection, it's passing from essay, introducing the theme, but actually the main role of president is to motivate. So you did that job, and I believe anybody who takes a president role, your most important role is to motivate the entire forum who's there in that 1.5 or 2 hours meeting. So you did that, fantastic. For TMOD, I think that was a very calm, composed address. I really felt very comfortable listening to you. You had that clear call to actions, that what you can do to initiate. You have the PPT so that we can all see, and in online meetings it's important to see as well because then it can become monotonous. I hope I'm not boring you. I'll just take 2 more minutes. And you have also introduced the speakers, and you ask whether
any of the speakers exceeded the time that you asked before the evaluation. So I think all tick marks, congratulations on doing so. I have only one observation where you have opened the forum in the beginning and you said that now I open the forum for anyone to chime in. So what could lead, like what could happen in this part is audience can take more time and we will not be able to control the time, and then rest of the role takers and everybody has to be more precise or be early. So in that way, I would suggest to ask very specific question. Tell us the hardest initiative or the hardest challenge you face in 30 seconds. So what do? You time bound, and then it's also the interaction, and then you again connect back or summarize those points from the audience. So that's one observation. Apart from that, overall meeting proceedings were great. One more observation, overall observation of hearing a word right. It took me a lot of sessions, meetings, not saying right, because that's how a human tendency is. I heard it from speaker, I heard it from evaluators, I heard it from role takers asking right. That means you're seeking validation. So as a human tendency, we need to seek, because otherwise it feel like I'm saying and nobody's responding, and this is again a monologue happening at this moment. I need to hear that nod. So that's where we ask right, but I would avoid until I'm asking a question, guys, audience, am I right? And then you wait, and that's the perfect way of connecting the dots, and you're asking the audience. But ultimately, please avoid asking right, because it's your personal observation. We can be right or wrong, let the other person decide, but we can avoid that. And for table topic master, I think I would just say one more observation. Um, it's good to give them the questions, but if possible, once you hear them speak, add something to it, so that once somebody says, you can either summarize, that was a fantastic point, I also took that initiative in my organization. So it feels like it's not randomly throwing a topic and then jumping to the second person. So I would say, please add a little bit summary. If you don't have time, which I sensed that we are losing time, then you can just summarize the overall session in 30 seconds, why you particularly choose these topics, and this is how it impacted my life, my perspective, whatever it is. But it needs to connect. It cannot be topic one. We do this during contest, table topic contest. We make a poker face. This is your topic. Bye. But here is a chance to connect and also share your own experience. That would also add more value. Thank you, and I hand it over back to the Toastmaster of Day, Toastmaster Mukund. Thank you. Thank you for patiently listening to me.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Sheena Chaudhary. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for that wonderful evaluation session that we had today. Please. Thank you. All right. Now, as I was mentioning earlier, right, what is the impact of people not taking initiatives? You know, those two categories that I was mentioning, watch what happened category and the wonder what happened category, right? I'm going to tell you what the impact is going to be. So I have God's number with me. Yeah, I have God's number with me. In fact, with the kind of bosses we have in our corporate world, we need to have God on speed dial. Actually, you press one, it should go to God directly to tell your woes. Okay, that's besides the point. But I called up God and asked God, take me to show me the richest place on this planet, the richest place on this planet. I thought he is going to take me to Ambani's house, or the $1 billion home that he has, or the Elon Musk's home, the richest man on this planet house, etc. But no. Guess where he took me to? Any guesses? He took me to the graveyard. He took me to the graveyard and he said, this is the place where zillions of dollars worth of initiatives lie buried, simply because few people did not take that one step to fructify their initiative. You know, it just takes first a small step. When you have an opportunity, it just takes one small step. As the saying goes, you know, the journey to Mount Everest starts with one small step. So that one small step is what these people refuse to take. And here, zillions of dollars worth of initiatives lies buried because of them not taking up that one initiative. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I would like to conclude. It's up to you whether you want to take your initiative to the grave or put it to some use when you're still alive. Thank you. And I hand it back over to the new presiding officer today, Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty.
Thank you so much. Can we hear it for our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi? Thank you for letting us know the nuances of all initiatives and giving us enough food for thought to think and ponder on those lines. Thanks a lot once again. On that note, let's quickly launch the poll. I would request each and everyone, role takers, Toastmasters, visiting Toastmasters, district Toastmaster, to please vote for your favorite role taker. Let's go ahead with our speaker. I hope the poll is visible in front of you. Meanwhile, by the time you are voting for your favorite one, let me quickly take some feedback. And our general evaluator has in a detailed manner shared the feedback on the overall meeting. But since I see you on screen, Toastmaster Sheena, would you like to share a line for us? How did you feel about the meeting, other than being the general evaluator?
I really felt warm. I didn't feel like I'm coming from some different club. I just felt I belong here. That's what I could say.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. May I request some other guest or some other Toastmasters to share their thoughts? Roshni, would you please help us with your inputs or your feedback about the meeting?
Yeah, sure. So I was pretty nervous about the speech because Gabbys is somewhere where we have a lot of experienced speakers. So motivating them, I had to think, how am I going to motivate people who actually do it for fun, like who can do it on any platform at any time? So drafting the speech was a bit difficult for me, but after attending the meeting and coming in, somehow all the nervousness disappeared because you feel kind of safe here. It's a very safe space. And that's something I've experienced in my own club as well. So yeah, appreciate that I get the same vibe here.
Thank you so much, Roshni. And it was really a pleasant hearing your speech, and it was my honor to evaluate. So thank you so much, Roshni. And parallelly, the polls are happening. Please feel free to quickly vote for your favorite one. We will take another maybe 2 to 3 minutes to wind up our segment. Meanwhile, let me ask someone else who would like to share their thoughts. I see Toastmaster Kendall. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Would you like to share your feedback about the session today?
Yes, good day. Thank you very much. I must say I enjoyed the meeting. It was very informative. I joined a bit late, but I got the gist of what the Toastmaster of the meeting was speaking about. I loved the speeches. I heard speeches, so they were good, great speeches. The table topics responses, I found the table topics was a little difficult, challenging, I would say, but and equally responsive were these presenters. So kudos to them. And I love that general evaluation. It was pretty good, pretty well done. Normally when we running late, we would normally ask for just move a motion to have a 10 minutes extension. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And that's, we will definitely take care of the same. Somehow we missed that part, but thank you so much for highlighting the same. Okay, we have only 2 more polls to launch maybe. Let me just quickly check. And here it goes. Meanwhile, may I request Ilios, if you're still with us, would you like to share your inputs, please? Ilios, if you're there.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah,
hi.
I'm here. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you please share your feedback?
Okay. It's good to be back here, and it's good to give feedback. I really love about the session today is about initiative and how our TMOD is bringing all of us of those initiative strategies. And yes, in Tuesday meeting only I can participate fully in this Gabbys meeting, and it's always mesmerizing. So yes, I will try to keep on coming and keep on giving my feedback. For today, it is already good. Back to you, Smruti.
Thank you so much, Elias. It's a pleasure to have you every time in our meeting, and it's always good to be back. And trust me, I can completely feel it when I'm back to the meeting after a short gap. On that note, the polls are done. Without further ado, let me just announce the names of the people whom you have voted. Starting with, let's give all the credit to our auxiliary role takers today from the team of auxiliary role takers. The favorite auxiliary role takers goes to Toastmaster Sunil. If you're still here, I would love to spotlight you. If you can come on camera. I don't see Sunil. Okay, no problem. Please parallelly keep on applauding the winners. The second is the favorite speaker today, and the maximum vote. It was a very close one. We had two speakers. Both the speaker did a very good job. With only a single vote, the favorite speaker of this evening is Toastmaster Roshni. Next come our favorite table topic speaker, and the favorite table topic speaker, the maximum votes went to Toastmaster Bala. And I see Bala raising his hand. If you have something to add, Bala, you can please continue. Meanwhile, I'm just announcing the next name, the favorite evaluator. This was a surprise, but thank you so much for your vote. And the favorite evaluator, surprisingly, it's truly yours, Toastmaster Smruti. Thanks a lot. Now, the favorite role taker, the big four role, and the favorite role taker goes to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. Congratulations to all the winners and congratulations to all the participants. Thank you so much for your contribution and the collaboration, which help us to deliver a productive, a quality meeting every time. With that spirit, energy, and high, we always do take initiative and looking forward to see you again on Thursday at 7 p.m. IST. Till then, keep learning and stay healthy. Thank you so much. I hereby close this meeting.
If I can add before you close.